Hello? Now what could be in my way here? Apollo, get the fuck out of my way. God. Hi, everyone. How are we all doing? How's everyone's unnecessary feelings day? How's that? Oh, I hate this nerd. Yeah, Apollo, this ain't about you. This is bright. Is that better? A little bit. Anyways, hi. Yeah, he's in jail. Hello, everyone. Mary, Froggy Rose, intellectual fan, authors here. Samaranth, the flesh weaver, still weaving that flesh into baskets and backpacks and the like. Marv, hi. Baconfish and Grace is here. Okay, Grace. I love when Grace is here for Dad Tuesday, because I just know that Grace loves it so much. Yeah, hi, Asimi. Anna the Gamer Girl, hello. There's so many people in here already. I'm just scrolling so rapidly. If I missed anyone, I'll see you later. I'll talk to you guys later in the chat, but yes. Oh, well, Dad Tuesday is the highlight of my week too. Also, I forgot that the sad Turnabout Sisters music box thing was in my stream queue, and I'm just real sad now. I'm real sad. This was the let's put relaxing level water Nintendo music. How's that? I didn't want this. You know what? Whatever. Let's just turn it off. Anyways, I have homework, but Papa Tuesdays are more important. My heart says yes, but the responsible adult in me says no. Do your homework. Did you see that Dadworth fic by JJS a Dragon? Yes, I did, because JJ's in my my Discord, and they linked it there, and I lost it. It's so good. I lost it. It's so good. Well, Samaranth, I'm happy that you look forward to these streams, because I do as well. You guys are fun. Oh yeah, that reminded me. That little notification reminded me that I gotta. Twitter. I already said on Instagram. I was preemptive in that regard. Also, sorry about last week. Or not last week, Sunday. For the sound, I listened back and the sound was mighty crunchy. So my deepest apologies in that. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so let's, I found out about the stream very recently and I like it a lot. Well, intellectual fan, I'm happy you're here. Oh, Smooth Brains, you made it. Fuck yeah. Okay. But yeah, why don't we talk about where we left off? So our man's in jail. Hello, sir. Oh my God. His sound is not, Mr. Edgeworth, can you please give me your sound? I'm begging you. Thank you. But yeah, so he is all alone in jail without his daughter. And all he has is the Yatagarasu badge. This is all he has. This is the one thing they couldn't pry out of his grasp. But yeah, last time he got accused of murder, and she like admitted to it because she was like, I had a memory of this guy below me and he was dead. And then Edgeworth was like, you're not guilty. No. And then they arrested him because somebody wants him dead. Courtney, I'm looking at you. You're fucking sus. But I love you anyway. Yeah. Oh, Matina's here. Good. Very good. The Discord got sad after last Father Tuesday. It did. It did indeed. I imagine it will get sad after this one too. But you know what? We'll see. We'll see where we leave off with this. I don't think there's much to like. Yeah, is the tunnel still under the bed? I'm wondering. I don't think there's like much to really talk about, debrief on before we get back into it, because it's like, hello. It kind of just like we got arrested and Kay lost her memories, and if you've been watching, there was like there's not we're not in the middle of a bunch of okay, yeah, Courtney came to visit Edgeworth in jail, and that's pretty much where we left off. Okay. It's a simple bed. I don't expect it to be very comfortable to sleep on. If it were Detective Gumshoe, he would probably snore loudly while sleeping like a log. That was unnecessary. I may never get the chance to work with him again. However, this is the path I chose. I won't regret it. The path of having a daughter. Examine the mirror if you haven't. Thank you. I mustn't neglect my personal appearance just because I'm in a holding cell. Prosecutor or not, this is my personal duty. My collar is slightly bent. There. A well-groomed appearance reflects a well-groomed mind. From here on, I'll need to focus myself more than ever. Stupid. I love you, dude. There's a dining menu sitting on the desk. It seems I can get food delivered if I pay for it. Let's see. Moldy white bread lunch set. Switch to moldy whole wheat bread for an extra $1. Oatmeal and grits set meal. For a limited time, get extra gruel at no additional cost. Thank goodness I'm not hungry right now. This guy. Hey cat, happy Dad Tuesday. What's up? Also, I keep like feeling my hair because I got it cut today. It's like, I don't think you can see on the thingy. It's so short. It used to go like down to like right here, and now it's up here because I haven't been able to get it cut in so long. So I had to get all the dead ends off, and now it's like, ugh. And stylists never do it how I want them to. They always give me like a really blown up poofy style, and I don't like it. But anyhow, let's continue. There's a poster on the wall next to the toilet. We are currently out of toilet paper. Please be prepared if you wish to use the toilet. What does it mean by be prepared? Its teeth and ambitions are bared? Be prepared? There are thick bars placed securely on the window. That reminds me, I watched a movie that had iron bars just like these. It was about a plan to escape a prison by filing down the iron bars. Of course, I wouldn't do such a thing. I don't even have a file. No, not even if I had one, I still wouldn't do it. Because you're fucking law-abiding dork-ass. Mr. Dorkworth. There's a poster hanging in the hallway. The Dice and Slice game. Roll the dice and decide your daily menu. The Dice and Slice game has been cancelled due to the warden's arrest. We sincerely apologize to everyone who is looking forward to it. There's no need to apologize for canceling such a silly game. Oh, now something's happening. Another visitor? Phoenix? Oh. Oh wait, it's Kay! Kay! Oh, hi, honey! It seems you're all right. I'm relieved. For now. You know, this is kind of touching. Ugh, I hate when he does that. You look a little down, Kay. Please cheer up. Oh my god. This is gonna be another one of these. It's gonna be another one of these. I'm gonna be sad the whole time. You didn't do anything wrong. I guarantee it. Please, just accept it. I am a murderer. That's not true. Why won't you believe in yourself? The turnabout goodbyes parallels. Oh. What should I believe in? I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing to believe in? That's not true. Before you lost your memories, you literally jumped into my life. As a result, your words and actions have become engraved in my memories. That's the mark you left behind. How can you call that nothing? This is the most important conversation in all of Ace Attorney. I believe in your innocence. That's why you must believe in yourself as well. How can you call that nothing? Thank you. But it's no use. Look at all the misfortune I've brought upon you. If you can, please forget it all. Your memories of Kay Faraday. Hi, Mika. Yeah, you came at a really good moment. Kay!
You know, this takes me back. In my youth, I too was a gallant.
Hi, Koi Doodles. We're crying. Is this the kind of justice that the PIC seeks? I'm sorry, Natsurichi, you missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At least we'll have the VOD.
Justice, huh? I wonder.
This man, what is he planning? Why is he pushing things forward so forcefully? Lang channeling time, yeah, grr, bark, bark, snarl, snarl, bark. It all seems too unnatural. Is there a hidden agenda? There's no time left. It's all or nothing now.
Well, then I must take my leave.
Hold it!
Oh, surprise chest dimension. Oh.
No matter how you look at it, Kay's arrest was unnatural. There must be something behind it. Yeah, this is one of the best logic test transitions. I believe it. That was cool. That was fun. That caught me by surprise. Ooh. There must be something behind it. Ooh, he's got 2 knights, 2 horsies.
Hey, I'm a busy man, you know. I'm kind of a big deal, you see. I trust this won't take up too much of my time.
In order to make it out of this situation, I must break through his defenses. There are plenty of things I want to ask, but my time is limited. First, I'll ask about why he rushed the arrest. I have no intention of letting him push me around. I will overcome this difficult situation. Why did you rush her arrest? Why did you rush her arrest? I would like a clear explanation. Yeah, throw chess pieces at him. This is like yeah, exactly, Asimi, logic chess, but it's just Miles throwing the pieces at Blaze so hard he gets knocked out, and when he takes the queen, Blaze gets beheaded. Yeah, like, that's what I was gonna say. Like, this logic chess is actually him throwing the chess pieces.
Explanation? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. You clearly did not follow the proper procedures.
Okay. Maybe you should pipe down a bit. Do you even know the position you're in?
He didn't tell me. Miles didn't clue me in onto when I should, like, hold back or not, so I'm gonna have to guess. Wait and see. He's looking aggravated.
Suppose we let the criminal escape. What do you think will happen?
What will happen? Oh, what will happen? Sorry.
I would be made to take responsibility, you see. I do hope you understand.
Okay.
Just take my advice and stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
I refuse. Kay is innocent. Yeah, exactly, Cat. In between throwing chess pieces, you dare arrest my daughter. It's like the fucking... I know none of you have seen The Great Race, but I reference it all the time. And there's one bit where the king of Potsdorf is like... He's a buffoon prince, and he's like he's throwing flour at his like right-hand man who has just betrayed him and tried to overthrow him, and he's like, "No, you're banished. I'm getting a new Tucker inner. Banished, banished, banished." It's gonna be funny to nobody but me, but it just made me think of that. Anyways,
you know, this is so pitiful. It brings me to tears. Why won't you just give up? Things were finally going well.
Things were going well? Things were going well, you say? That's a strange way to put it. It almost sounds as if you personally wanted Kay to be arrested. Far more than necessary. Haven't you lost your impartiality? Or is it impartiality? Fuck.
You think so? That certainly wasn't my intention, you see. Edgeworth, my boy, you're reading too much into it.
He skillfully avoided the issue. However, I still have some serious doubts about Kay's arrest. Yeah, impartiality? Okay. Thanks, Grace. I just read it too fast. I always do that. I like read the words too fast just to get through it, and then I'm like, no, that wasn't right. That should have been this. Next, I shall ask him if the investigation was sufficient. I can't miss even the tiniest piece of information. That's the only way to break through this situation. Okay, how long did you investigate? How much time was spent on the investigation?
You know, I wonder about that. I don't really remember, you see.
There is no way I can accept such a careless answer. Yeah, Grace, exactly. I never know how to pronounce words because I usually read them but don't hear them aloud. Yeah, exactly. This is what happens to kids who read Lord of the Rings. Like, we just read so much shit and then we don't know how to say it. Oh, hi, Papa! Oh my gosh, you guys, it's once again Father Tuesday officially. My father is here. Blaze's voice has a hint of the Jim Carrey Grinch. Papa, don't call me out like that. Though, to be fair, it's what Blaze deserves. Oh, this Grinch, man. I hate him. I hate him so much. He's right. Yeah, he may be.
Like I said, I don't remember. My memory's not as sharp as it used to be, you see. Sometimes I even forget my own son's name.
But that's because you're a terrible father. I don't care about your idiot son. I want your answer regarding the investigation.
Yes, he really is an idiot. Even though I don't remember raising him like that.
Miles. I don't care about your idiot son just by itself, just so I can use it for things. There's no end to this. He just keeps on dodging the question. Let's try another line of attack to make him take me seriously. Okay, was it under your authority? It's hard to say that the investigation was sufficient. The arrest. Was it under your authority?
My, do I really look that important?
The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee Chairman. It's quite a prominent title. Not that I care much for it.
That was rather blunt. I'm so shocked I could cry.
I'm sorry. Flattery was never my forte.
If you keep talking like that towards me, you'll never get your prosecutor's badge back, you know.
I don't need my badge? Let me make this clear right now. I do not live for the sake of my badge. Status means nothing to me. Do you understand?
Okay. Young. So young. Let me teach you something about as your senior in life.
Yeah, Miles is going feral. This is what I like.
What you're saying now is far too naive, you see.
The look in his eyes has changed. He might respond differently to some of my questions now. This is my chance. Okay, how long did you investigate? Blaze has abs. Do you think they vacuum him like the president? I certainly do. I think they vacuum seal him in there like one of those, This is gonna be too specific as well. One of those military, like, pre-prepared foods. They all come in like vacuum sealed packages. My brother used to have those. He took home bread one time. It was weird. How much time was spent on the investigation?
Well, aren't you an impertinent one? Even someone like me is starting to get annoyed.
What a coincidence. I feel the same way. Can we talk about his character development, though? Miles wouldn't have said that when he was under Manfred's tutelage. Yes, Froggy Rose. He, like, he's the character development king. I love this guy. This guy slaps. That's why I miss him so much. Ow, 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 I hit my hand on the desk. Oh, that hurt. Yes, Papa, K rations. Ow, that hurt. What was I saying? I've lost it. I've lost it all. Okay, anyways. What a coincidence. I feel the same way. Answer me. Was the investigation sufficient? Oh, your drawings of him slap? Thank you. Oh, bye, Marv. Have fun. Go to class.
Young folks always live life in the fast lane. That's why I like to bully them. You'll regret this soon enough.
Okay. I'm the one bullying you? Haven't you realized it? Oh, no. That was the wrong one to do, Blaze.
My, I wonder what you're getting so excited about. I sure can't understand the high spirits all you young folks seem to have.
Damn it. Ugh, that was a wasted remark. Poopy. Poopy, poopy, poopy. I have no intention of letting him push me around. I will overcome this difficult situation. It was this. Okay. So you have to say I'm bullying you? I'm the one bullying you? No? Okay, I guess you just wait. Okay, it's different from his tale before. He's not angry this time. Interesting. Okay. I guess he's a difficult chess partner. Okay. God, we'll get it this time. When we've exhausted every option, we'll get it this time. I wish I'm the one bullying you was the right answer, though.
You sure are quiet. Are you scared?
Ridiculous. I was just thinking about my next strategy. On how to extract information from a weepy old man. Oh, now he's the one bullying.
You should show some remorse, you know. Don't you get it? I hold your fate in my hands.
Miles bullying, it would be like, I bet you used 3-in-1 shampoo. Is that... Do I have to wait for him now?
In any case, even if you obtain some information, there's nothing you can do. Just give up already.
I refuse.
Mind if I ask why?
It's simple. The truth is fading away. That's all there is to it.
I see. I'm starting to understand what kind of a person you are. But you know, it's all useless. It's enough to make me cry. Give it up. That girl's guilt has already been decided.
Do not call him a chess partner. That implies mutual respect. Call him a chess enemy. You're so right. I'm so sorry. Chess enemy. I'd bully you in turn, but I'm not a fan of low-hanging fruit. Roasted. Decided? That's strange. The way you said that, it almost sounds like it was decided from the very beginning.
What are you trying to say?
Her arrest was planned. Yes, it's clearly unnatural. Everything is progressing as if Kay's guilt was predetermined. Wasn't Kay's arrest planned from the start? Oh, we still got 2 to go on him. Oh my god.
I see. That's an interesting theory. But I don't have time to indulge in your flights of fancy, you know. Why don't we put an end to this silly conversation?
I can't because you still have 2 left. Curses! He's trying to get away! Oh, it sped up. Oh my god. Before that, I must find out if the arrest was lawful. It's still very faint, but I'm beginning to see the path to the truth. God, you're so dramatic. I can't let this opportunity slip by. I still have more to ask you? Please wait. There is still something I want to ask you.
I've grown weary of our little tete-a-tete. Please keep it short, okay?
What's the basis? If I put together what you have told me up until now... Sorry, Blaze Dubes gets run over by celebrity singer Claudia Cabin on a motorcycle. ASMR, not clickbait. Yes, please. Allegro Pog. I cannot help but say that there is no basis for Kay's arrest. Get him, Miles.
Yes, I understand, you see. But you know, it doesn't really matter either way. You can't overturn her arrest.
It makes me think of Mario Kart. Well, no, I know how you got there because in the 3rd lap of Mario Kart, the music speeds up every time. And then you get your blood racing, and it makes you, like, take out your siblings in the real world so they don't beat you. How irresponsible. Do you still claim to be a man of the law?
My, those are some harsh words, you know. You know, you're starting to make me a little angry.
Wait and see.
You see, to be honest, I really can't answer all your questions, you know. That's just the position I'm in, you see. I'm a busy man, you know.
Aren't you just pretending to be busy?
Well, that's cruel, you know. This old chunk of coal has been working like a dog. Pretending. Just what do you think that would accomplish?
This scene with the Kahoot music in the background, I'm thinking this scene, but with the sped up maple treeway in the background. That was always my favorite song. Are you trying to get my sympathy? No, damn it. I knew that was the wrong one. Okay. So I'm going to ask you. Okay. Okay, wait and see. You don't want to talk about it? You don't want to talk about the case. Isn't that why you're trying to get away from this place?
How sad. Yes, how sad indeed. Do you really suspect little old me?
I do suspect you, and I'm confident about it. There was clearly no basis for Kay's arrest.
My, have you forgotten? Wasn't there evidence? The mask, the letter, and the corsage all were found in the girl's possession. Not to mention, she even confessed. All of this serves to prove her crime.
That's... I'm gonna get you.
Any objections?
I wanna say wait to see. Cause he's mad?
You see, you have no response.
It's true, I have no objections. Although there is one point that bothers me. This man seems awfully familiar with the evidence.
Fool does.
To remember everything without missing a beat, that intrigues me. This could be a useful clue. Okay, Kay is not the culprit then. Kay is not the culprit!
My, that's a rather bold claim, you know. Anyone can shout objections at the top of their lungs, you see, Mr. Former Prodigy Prosecutor.
Oh, fuck. It's no use. I don't have enough information. My chance will come, sooner or later. And when it does, I mustn't let it slip by. But. Okay, please wait. There's still... Who made the decision, I guess, is the one I want to go with. Who was the one who made the decision to arrest her?
Okay. Well, I can't say I remember. Growing old is a terrible thing, you see. My memory's not what it used to be, you know.
Perhaps I should use that clue. You remembered all the evidence. Don't play dumb with me. Didn't you remember all of the evidence in full detail just now? Stop pretending to be a forgetful old man when things aren't going your way. Now then, who was the one who made the decision to arrest her?
I see. You're a sharp one, aren't you? You know, I wish my son could learn from you.
Yeah, aw. This music is so stressful. It's just Miles's brain the whole time solving the case, but also daughter is innocent is screaming in the background. It's true.
Because he's a real idiot.
I'm not interested in your son. Oh, he's not an idiot son this time. Who made the decision for the arrest?
You're a bad man, you know. Don't you already know? The one who ordered her arrest.
It was... Oh no. It's judging me. No, it was you. I panicked. The person right in front of me. I'm certain of it.
Ouch. You make it sound like I committed some kind of injustice. Guess I'll have to clear that up. My honor's at stake here, you see. Very well. I'll continue to play along with you until you are satisfied.
What is most crucial here is how much this man knows about this case. If I can get him to reveal that... It's do or die. If I can overcome this, I'll reach the truth. Okay. About Kay? The suspect. Regarding Kay. I relate to Tony panicking despite knowing the answer. I didn't have any help left and I didn't want to redo it, so... How much do you know about her?
She's the suspect in this case. That's all I know, you see. Scout's honor.
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. You seem to know quite a bit. You seem pretty familiar with the case.
I'm a wise man, you know. I'm familiar with most things, you see.
I don't think it was very wise of you to arrest Kay in this case. Because I'd be on your ass. Now you've got me. Why don't you say something? No, damn it, I keep doing this. Poopy. No, quite a bit. I keep forgetting that I have save states to... Okay. I guess I hate the dead look in his eyes when he just stares.
I'm a very busy man. I can end this conversation anytime I want, you know. Don't you forget about that.
This would have already been over if you simply answered my questions. If you give me a proper answer, I won't take any more of your time. I will ask you once again, why are you so familiar with this case?
I read the case files, you see. Honestly, it was quite a drag, you know, but it's my job, so what could I do?
Like, his eyes here, they're so just like...
What could I do? I read the case files.
Hate it. It looks like he's gonna go like a lizard blink. Yes, exactly, Hannah. Reptile eyes. Ugh. Ugh.
Because my position, you see, I can't just skip out on it. Well, I had some time to kill, so I read the whole thing, you see.
You said you were busy. You just said you were busy. Front-facing Tony isn't real. It can't hurt me. I'm so sorry that I became Apollo for a second. That was really cringe of me. That's strange. Didn't you just say that you were very busy? Haha. Aren't your faults slowly coming to light now? If you truly wish to protect your position, I would advise you to rescind... Bleh. I would advise you to rescind the arrest order. Tony just perceived us. I did. I'm so sorry. I'm not Apollo, kid. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'll ban you.
You really are desperate, you know. That never say die attitude. It touches my heart. But you know, it's unfortunate that all your hard work was for naught. Because we discovered her unconscious body near the crime scene, you see.
You found her unconscious? This is the first I've heard of Kay's condition when she was found. She was unconscious in the storeroom? Drop your kin list, ban me, dare you. I don't have a kin list. Yeah, there we go. Tony the spirit medium channeling front-facing Apollo Justice because he's dead.
That's right. The source of that information is classified, though.
This man knows things that I don't even know. Does he know the whole story behind the case? This could be a useful clue. About Kay? The suspect. Regarding Kay, how much do you know about her?
She's the suspect in this case. That's all I know, you see. Scout's honor.
Perhaps I should try using that clue. Something you said feels out of place. You know about things that the crime scene investigation never revealed. Why is that? Just how much of the truth do you know? Ooh, get him. Ooh, get him.
You're making that forceful face again. You know, it kind of makes me want to do the same, like this.
You could never copy me. Oh my gosh. I love all the sassy answers that you can't say but Miles wants to say so badly.
You really are a persistent one, you know, but I can admire that, you see.
I will take that as a compliment.
Can't you give it a rest already? At my age, my body's not as strong as it once was, you know. There was no one else who could be the culprit besides her. She was even given that much evidence to show that she committed the crime.
She was given evidence? She was given evidence, you say? That's an odd choice of words. It almost sounds as if she did not possess them under her own will.
I see. You really do have a fine eye for the details, as expected of a former prodigy prosecutor.
Ooh, I saw some interesting meta contrasting MBK and Blaze. MBK is so focused on making sure he doesn't slip up and has the perfect crime, while Blaze doesn't care if he slips up because he thinks he's powerful enough to get away with it. Ooh, that is interesting. All these corrupt lawmen. Hate them. Miles holds his sass with everyone but Phoenix. If he doesn't sass, he'll pine. That's how he deals with his unnecessary feelings on this unnecessary feelings day. Unease and uncertainty. Oh, hi, Nikki. Hello. We're just talking to this clown.
You've already found your answer, haven't you? I'm listening, so go ahead and say it. There's no need to hold back.
I have finally wrenched open the heavy door to the truth. If you had Phoenix with you, he could have just kicked it down. You know. Now, all that remains is to strike the final blow. Okay. Kay's not the culprit? Kay is not the culprit!
My, that's a rather bold claim, you know. Anyone can shout objections at the top of their lungs, you see, Mr. Former Prodigy Prosecutor.
I shall break through this with that clue. The true culprit was someone else. Kay was framed. The true culprit is pinning the blame on her. That is my answer. Ka-chow. Yeah. Oh, I was so excited for the whole thing to just go up in flames.
Yes, you're a clever one. It almost makes me feel bad that your prosecutor's badge was taken away, you know.
Yeah, finally we can acknowledge the dad thought that was screaming for so long. She was framed.
Yes, it's as you say.
Checkmate. That was like an uncertain checkmate. That was like, checkmate. Checkmate? Checkmate? Checkmate. Checkmate. You arrested Kay, even when you knew of the existence of the true culprit? Don't toy with me. There is no way such an act would be tolerated.
You sure are green, you know. That's what a prosecutor's supposed to do. It will all work out fine if we make her guilty.
Who would desire such a resolution?
If I had to say, maybe the PIC and also maybe me, you know? When I heard your words just now, I could barely hold back my tears, you know? It was just so splendid, you see, and it burns me up inside.
What do you mean by this?
I'm not the most perfect piece of work, you know, so I can't forgive such usefulness. You say the truth is important, but you know, once you know the real value the truth holds, I wonder if you could still say the same thing.
What are you trying to say? Oh my goodness! Hi, Stefano! Guys, my brother's here! Hello, Stefano, my oldest brother. The only brother that hasn't seen the new puppy yet. Who I'm gonna see on the weekend. I'm so excited. Hello, Stefano. Did you come to see the papa? Steph, papa's in the chat too. Y'all should chat. Okay. Yes, I'm seeing. Yes, Stefano. They're coming to get me on the weekend, and I'm coming to see the pupper. I'm coming to see the pupper. I'm so excited. And Papa was like, offering to let me use his laptop. Well, no, Nikki, not all of the Tony fam is here. There's 5 unaccounted for. Well, 4 unaccounted for. I'd be the other 5. Yeah, so it's possible that I might be able to stream in the week that I'm back. But yes.
When you get to where I am, you can just create your own truths anytime you want. Kay Faraday is the culprit. That was a truth that I simply manufactured out of thin air. Good, very good. That face, that expression. You were such a desperate one, you see. That's why I really wanted to bully you, you know?
Okay, me. But my bullying is valid.
You see, even if you know the truth, there is simply nothing you can do.
Sophia and Bonnie are here. Oh my gosh, so it's really just Marco and my mother that are not here. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Bonnie. And hello, Pupper. Hi, Pupper, that's surely watching as well. Hello, Pupper. I'm coming to see you, Pupper. And I'm coming to see you guys, too.
And that's the real value of truth. So shocking that it's to die for, you know?
Why won't you pursue the true culprit? How much of the truth do you know?
Do you understand now? The truth that you believe in is worthless, you see.
Careful in Ace Attorney games, when too many of the same family is in one place, a murder usually occurs. Uh-oh.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you, powerless former prosecutor?
You!
Oh, scary, scary.
Pupper is here. Hi, Pupper. I love you so much, Pupper. I've only seen you over FaceTime, but I love you.
You know, I guess the friends of a heinous criminal are also quite heinous themselves.
Blaze, you!
And like this, you see, one more person will disappear before me. Ah, here come the waterworks. These tears of mine just won't stop, you know.
I hate this guy. Where's Kay? I want to see her. What am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? Everything will be decided in today's deliberation. Kay's innocence. I will definitely prove it. Oh my gosh, Tony having so much love for this pupper is adorable. It's like seeing Miles, it's like Miles seeing a picture of Pest when he's on a business trip. Yes, exactly. Yes. Hannah, we should talk about that in the Discord later, because that's fantastic. That's great. I'm not okay. Funny thing about a little side tangent about Among Us. I was playing with my brother and a few of our friends, and I never ever get imposter. I got imposter like once before our last play session, and like we were all trying to suss out who had been imposter the most, and like we were just starting a new round, and everyone was like, "Oh, Antonia is never imposter," and then imposter showed up on my screen, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm never imposter. It's never me," and then and then we won. Acting. Okay. Anyways, here we go. Yes, there's a Bratuki. There's a Discord. Message me either on Instagram or Twitter, and if you are 18 or over, you can join. So. Okay. April 6th, 8:30 a.m. Grand Tower PIC meeting room.
10 members are present. Is that quorum? The quorum has been met.
Guessing.
From here on out, let the council begin. Today's deliberation shall be about Miles Edwards' aptitude and ability as a prosecutor. Let our members discuss this matter with a clear conscience of the goddess of law.
A clear conscience. Don't make me laugh.
Courtney, please give us your report.
Oh, hi, Courtney. You're pretty.
On April 5th, Prosecutor Edgeworth carried out an illegal investigation and resisted arrest. He was arrested by 2 of our members who caught him in the act, myself and Blaze DeBest. Prosecutor Edgeworth disrupted the investigation of attorney Jill Crane's murder. He claims that the culprit, Kay Faraday, was arrested without sufficient evidence. Even now, his claim remains unchanged.
Tell us more about the murder incident.
On April 5th, the victim's body was found here in the PIC meeting room. Regarding the details...
I, Sebastian DeBest, the best prosecutor, will enlighten you. Clown hours. Clown time.
The prosecutor in charge, Sebastian DeBest, will explain the rest of the details.
The murder happened on the night of April 4th. The victim was one Jill Crane. Go, Sebby, go! On the same night, a black market auction was being held in this very meeting room. I guess Ms. Crane was taking part in the auction. Yup.
The murder occurred in the middle of the auction, did it not?
When Miss Crane was found, she was dressed like the conductor of the auction. However, based on the fact that the auction continued after the murder occurred, I deduce that Miss Crane could not have been the conductor.
You weren't the one who made that deduction. Sebastian, please show everyone the basis for the arrest of the culprit.
You got it, Justine. Kay Faraday was unable to bear the weight of her good conscience.
I believe you mean her guilty conscience.
This guy's funny. Yes, it was her guilty conscience that drove her to confess the crime. According to her confession, on the roof of this building, she met a figure in a red raincoat on the viewing platform.
So Crane was wearing a red raincoat?
Yes, that's correct. The culprit used the conductor's clothes as a red herring to mislead us.
I always hate messing up on her lines because she wouldn't. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, that's correct. The culprit used the conductor's clothes as a red herring to mislead us.
She should never mess up on her lines. And I'm so sorry that I did that to you, Courtney.
At the time of the murder, Miss Crane was wearing a red raincoat.
It was I who discovered the raincoat near this building. Oh, yes, now I do remember the sad ending we made for this case, even though I don't know the ending yet. But it was very sad. Oh, Discord's gonna be popping tonight. It was I who discovered the raincoat near this building.
He did?
I'm sure it was the forensics team who found it.
To be more precise, it was Prosecutor Gavin. To be more precise, it was the forensics team under Sebastian's orders who discovered it.
I thought as much. According to the blood analysis, the person in the red raincoat and Miss Crane were the same person. The decisive evidence is the culprit's own confession. She testified that she killed her. That's right, the culprit is Kay Faraday. It couldn't have been anyone else but her.
Well then, Edgeworth, if you have any objections, let's hear them.
I have no objections. Bye, Smooth Brains. See you later.
I see. It seems after all the fight— Oh.
I have no objections to your claim that I investigated illegally. I admit to that. However, I object to the claim that Kay is the culprit.
I will testify that Sebastian's investigation was fair and just.
Of course it was, Justine. Don't you know that I'm the fairest of them all? Seb. Sweetheart. Sweetheart.
Edgeworth, my boy, despite how things may seem, I actually kinda like you.
I might message you on Discord, for the Discord as well. Yeah. Message me on Discord, or for the Discord or whatever. Yeah. Go for it.
If, and this is just an if, you see, if you were to withdraw your objection—
Yeah, Miles made a dramatic pause just to interrupt Blaze. What a king.
You might be sitting on this side of the bench tomorrow.
Sebby likes Disney princesses, yes.
I'll ask you one more time, Edgeworth. Do you have any objections?
Don't take me for a fool.
I'd advise you to watch what you say.
This man is the one who should watch what he's saying. I'm talking about the case, not about a chair. I demand a testimony. By all means, let me hear it. I want to know how the PIC understands this case.
A testimony from us, eh? Fine then, if that's what it takes to make you happy. Courtney, give him the materials from the investigation.
Yeah, he goes so feral here. He goes even more feral. Oh, I'm so excited.
Sir, but that's...
It's the end of the line for him. Let him go. I'll let him go out in a blaze of glory.
If you insist, Mr. Blah.
Tongue-tied.
If you insist, Mr. Chairman.
Received evidence from Judge Courtney. Why don't we have Courtney give the testimony?
Yes, I want to do her voice. I have no objections. I like her voice better than yours.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't worry, Kay. You just watch from over there.
Ms. Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for auction. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. Ms. Crane went out to the viewing platform, where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. That was how she met her end, and that concludes my summary of the case.
The red raincoat was up for auction? Is that a fact?
It is quite likely. The red raincoat had been a piece of evidence in the assassination attempt on the president of Zhangfa, as you well know. Originally, it should have been stored in an appropriate place. But when I asked about it, I learned that it went missing.
And it somehow made its way to the black market auction? Certainly a natural conclusion. Ooh, the sass.
My, well done, Courtney. Your explanation is as clear as ever.
You're so pretty.
I am much obliged. Prosecutor Edgeworth, will you concede defeat now?
Sorry, but I don't plan on it.
I see. I am relieved.
Relieved? What does she mean? Come to think of it, her reason for questioning me yesterday remains a mystery. Just what is she thinking? Okay, I'm just gonna press it all. Ms. Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. So, you're saying that a member of the PIC was involved in illicit dealings?
Regarding that, I have no response.
He's right, you know. After this hearing is over, we're gonna have to clean up our act.
A splendid decision, Mr. Chairman.
Now, it's only natural, you see. There's no need to flatter me, you know. But you know, that has nothing—
He says you know a lot.
That has nothing to do with you at all, Edgeworth. Because by then, you won't even be a prosecutor anymore, you see. Well, now that this tearful business has been cleared up.
Yes, sir, I will continue.
Okay. So, the red raincoat was also up for auction.
Yes, it had belonged to Shelley DeKiller.
Based on the circumstances, we must consider that it was an item up for auction, you see.
That was the one he wore when he targeted the president. Blah. Blah. That was the one he wore when he targeted the president of Zhangfa. There was a mannequin that positioned unnaturally amongst the auctioned goods. That may have been where the red raincoat had been on display. Do you know how the goods were procured?
We're currently investigating it, but it's none of your concern, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Soon you will be nothing more than an ordinary individual, and then you will be finished.
It seems the results of this deliberation have already been decided. Enough about me. Please continue your testimony.
Since the raincoat had been up for auction, we believe she left her seat after winning the bid for it.
Why would the victim immediately leave her seat?
That had to do with how the auction was conducted. It seems that after the winning bid, the winner was required to pay for the item immediately.
That matches up with Ms. Hart's testimony.
We believe that Miss Crane paid her bid for the raincoat, and then immediately tried to leave the auction.
The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. The victim was a PIC member. Couldn't she have also just left from the meeting room?
If she had done so during the auction, then its existence would have been revealed to the public.
Since Miss Hard knew about it, it seems the cat is already out of the bag.
The customers were required.
Sorry. Gosh.
The customers were required to enter and exit from the hatch. Miss Crane was simply following protocol. Considering where the murder took place, she must have tried to leave through there.
Okay, where she was attacked, I gave her a name. Why would Kay do such a thing?
We intend to question her about that later.
Later? That seems to be your favorite time for interrogations.
If the culprit was aware that the customers were required to exit from the hatch, it would have been easy to lie in wait for an ambush. Miss Crane was attacked when she was leaving the hatch. That was how she met her end, and that concludes my summary of the case.
Met her end? What do you mean by that?
She passed away, or to be more precise, she was murdered.
The candelabra was one of the items in the auction. Therefore, Kay should not have been able to get her hands on it.
If she was able to lie in wait for the attack, then she must have known about the storeroom. If she sneaked into the storeroom during the auction, she could have Blah.
I'm so sorry. I'm getting all tight in my jaw.
If she sneaked into the storeroom during the auction, she could have obtained it.
Yeah, Miles is quite literally ripping into every and any hole or opportunity he sees go Kang.
Now, if we only had some way to know for sure where the candelabra was during the entire auction, you know, how about it?
There is no such evidence.
My apologies. We hope to find that evidence soon.
Edgeworth, it's too bad, you know. It seems you won't be able to use this line of attack.
The victim encountered the culprit on top of the roof, and the crime occurred there. According to her reasoning, the murder took place at the viewing platform. But was that really the case? Some piece of evidence must tell the whole story behind it. I should try looking again. Oh, because, they found the blood at the, on the elevator. Where's the blood? Where's the blood? Where's the blood? On hidden lift. Is that it? Damn it. But she was on the viewing platform. Hello? How's that not the answer? Okay. Judge Courtney, there is a contradiction in your testimony.
I cannot authorize this statement.
And why not?
Because it's obvious you're bluffing.
Oh! Is that the impression I give off? Next time for sure, I will present the evidence that will silence her for good, or I will use a save state. Okay. Okay, you know what, let's just read all the evidence now. Oh, Kay is always wearing her badge. Gem and ninja mask. Okay. A letter in Kay's possession. I'll get it back for you, your most precious memory. A ticket stub for the viewing platform, which is... What time is this? This is like 8 o'clock? This is 8 o'clock? Okay, the corsage. The pamphlet. Okay, the storeroom. Viewing platform, PSC meeting room. Like... The murder occurred in the storeroom. It's 7:30? What? No. Oh, it's 7:28, Chona. Okay. Damn it.
7
But, like, I feel like that should be the contradiction. Like, if she was attacked on the thingy... Hold on. If she was attacked on the viewing platform, then why would she have been murdered... like, in the... Oh, her memories. Someone walked towards her from behind the stand and pushed her off the roof. Okay. A keycard for entering the PSC meeting room was in the victim's possession. 3-pronged candelabra thought to be the murder weapon matches the chest wounds. Ooh, we can examine this thingy now. This is a rare shape for a pedestal. If the spot where it was put on still had this mark, then it will become apparent whether or not it had been placed there. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. Autopsy report. Cause of death, stab wounds to left chest. Head wound was post-mortem. Okay. Sometime between late last night and midnight. Cause of death was stab wounds. There's a burn mark on her hand. That's got to be significant. Where does the burn mark come from? Keycard record. A keycard record for the PA. Okay. So we got Justine and Jill. Okay, wait. The times. At 10. Okay, wait. Couldn't the... Wait, she just said that she didn't want to use the... Hold on. They just said... But... Okay, wait, hold on. They just said... I'm going to use a save state. But they just said that the only way in and out is the hatch. So why does she have a keycard record? Like, why does she have a keycard right at that time? I'm going to use a save state, but I feel like this is it. No, why? Why? But that feels correct. Why would she use her PIC card? Why? Okay. So, I'm so glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Okay. Conductor's clothes. Conductor wore a white jacket with a purple flower, white gloves, and a mask. Age and gender unknown. Lotta's testimony. The black market auction was being held in the Grand Tower. The items up for auction were pieces of evidence from past cases. 11 people attended the event. Each one of them was wearing a mask. The auction continued even after Jill Crane's murder. Okay. Why? Okay, well then... is it something about the mask? Marked by the participants, many different types were provided. There's blood on the hands. Oh, yeah. Hold on. They said Jill Crane was wearing the red raincoat? Now, hold on a minute. But why does she have blood on her hand? I feel like that's a thing. I believe in you. Thank you. Your Muse K. Oh, how appropriate. Okay. Why, if they're saying that this is a photo of Jill Crane, why does she have, worn by the victim, the victim's fingerprints and blood were found on the hood. Why is she, like, walking in that photo with the... Okay, hold on. There's so many things that I could do. Where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. That was where she and her met her. I'm so close. I'm so close. Is it the raincoat thing? That concludes my story of the case. Attacked by Kay Faraday. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say it's on this one. That's half the battle, is figuring out which one to present on. But there's nothing to do with the red raincoat on that one. Okay. One of the items up for auction. Hold on. Worn by the victim. Okay. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. Maybe it's on this one? Maybe it's on this one? Because she's... I don't know. I feel like It's too much of a stretch. But, like, why is there blood on her hand? No? Damn it. No! Oh. The only exit from the storm is the hatch that leads up to the viewing platform. This crane went onto the viewing platform where she was attacked by Miss Faraday. Is it on this one? Because she couldn't have been attacked. Like, she's got blood on her hands here as she's going up. Is this it? Yes! 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 Okay. Oh. Finally. Finally. I actually did one of these. I've had to ask for so much help with this case. Finally. Judge Courtney, I have found it to be strange for a while now. Why is Miss Hart here with us?
She is an eyewitness to this case. Isn't it only natural for her to be in attendance?
The music stopped. Yay! Oh, shucks. I reckon I'm more of an ear witness than an eyewitness. Oh, you love my Edgeworth? Thank you. It seems that gaining the trust of others isn't your strong point, Judge Courtney. Loki, you could voice a female Edgeworth. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll just get like a pitch changer. I'll just pitch my voice down. It'll be great. You sound joyful and... Papa, oh my gosh.
It's joyful and triumphant.
Papa, you weren't there. Wait, were you there at the end of AA4? I can't remember if you were there at the end of when we finished Apollo Justice, when I was so disappointed that Mr. Edgeworth didn't show up, and I described him as I described the situation much like I was Cindy Lou Who and he was the Grinch that didn't come to be Holiday Cheermeister even though I invited him. Like, I just kept manifesting him and saying, Edgeworth, come out, and he just didn't show up. He did not want to reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas because Christmas is when his dad got shot. Oh no. Anyway.
Perhaps I simply do not wish to be as tactless as you.
It appears you have failed to get the witness to tell you the most vital information. Please look at this photo. This was taken by Ms. Hart.
This photo seems to have been taken in the storeroom. And what of it?
According to your reasoning, the incident took place on the viewing platform. However, Miss Hart encountered the incident in the storeroom. That's right. It had taken place just before this photo was taken. Wait, if that's true, then Justine's reasoning... All of the chat at the end of AA4. Tony, play the other games. You can see Miles, Tony. Me, despite that. Miles Edgeworth. Manifesting Miles Edgeworth. Then Justine's reasoning. Exactly. It does not hold up. What? Oh, I got cheered 20 bits. Thank you, your muse K. Thank you. Miss Hart, allow me to ask you again. You saw the person in the photo with your own eyes, correct? I sure did. I seen him plain as day with my own 2 eyes. And what did you think at the time? I figured I was about to get me a big scoop, you know? Or a big skoo. I can't stop thinking about your skoo. Bits for Voices of the Century. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you very much. I guess that makes sense. That's not what I meant. What did you think of that person? Huh? Well, I reckon she'd help me bring home the bacon. Are you mocking me? Oh, shucks, don't make that scary old face. It was just a harmless little joke. The person in the red raincoat, I reckon they were the culprit. I hope you understand now. The crime occurred occurred in the... Courtney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I cannot understand your argument if you do not say it out loud. If you had simply asked, I would have been more than willing to explain.
Explain what? Oh, the Justine theme.
The sounds Miss Hart heard may not necessarily be related to the case.
That is impossible. Enough of your excuses. Yeah, her theme slaps every time.
Was the voice that Miss Hart heard really that of Miss Crane?
Such a shady conversation must have had something to do with the case.
What did her voice sound like?
Her voice? Well, it beats me. How was I supposed to know? They were both using voice changers.
Yes, the voices Miss Hart heard had been altered by a device. We must therefore question whether or not they have any bearing on this case.
Yeah, Tony, every time without fail when she hears the theme come on. Listen, I can't help myself. I have a dance in my heart, in my soul, and Justine enables me every time.
You need not object just because you wish to sigh.
Judge Courtney, it seems I have greatly overestimated you.
No, Courtney is quite amazing, you see.
You claim that the sounds Miss Hart heard have no bearing on the case? Even if they do not, it doesn't change the fact that the crime took place in the storeroom. At the very least, the crime must have occurred before the victim went up to the rooftop. The reason being... the blood. The blood. This evidence proves the crime occurred before the victim went up to the viewing platform. At first, I thought the person in the red raincoat was the culprit.
Well, Miss Hart's testimony certainly made it sound that way.
Precisely. It was because she saw that person's hand was covered in blood. Anyone who heard her testimony would have arrived at the same conclusion. The person in the red raincoat was the culprit, and the blood on their hand was the victim's. However, if the person in the red raincoat was the victim, then the situation changes completely. Since blood can be seen in this photo, it must have been taken after the crime occurred. It seems we've been under the wrong impression in regards to the victim's condition. This photo shows the true condition of the victim. The victim, Now here's the question. Okay, because it says... Hold on. There's something about her being the conductor, but it still went on after her death. Like, the auction still went on after her death, which doesn't make sense. The victim... was really the conductor, struck the culprit, was alive after the attack. Maybe struck the culprit. Don't overthink? Oh, I'm incapable of that. The victim was alive after the attack? Ooh, I'm afraid I've already overthought it. Oh no. Still alive. Okay. The victim was definitely attacked in the storeroom. Yeah, because the blood. Immediately afterwards, the victim was seen with blood on her hand. That must mean the victim was still alive even after she was attacked. The blood on her hand must have come from her own wound. No way! Are you saying she died from a hand injury? Seb, sweetheart. No, that is not the case. I suspect she just held her hand up against the wound. It can't be seen in the photo, but at this moment, she must have already suffered a fatal wound. Ho ho, if that's true, then it changes a lot of things, you know. It seems you understand. This refutes the allegations against Kay. Kay encountered the victim after this picture was taken. I believe that... I ran out of tea and switching to water. I believe that at that point in time, the victim was already on the verge of death. It's likely Kay just happened to be present when the victim reached the end of her strength.
That is quite the coincidence.
Indeed. I can only say that she was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, it seems you have forgotten a crucial fact.
Ah, you mean that, right? He must be pretending that he hasn't noticed it, you see.
What did you say? Are you implying that I forgot something? My memory is perfect.
Courtney, I think it's about time you gave him his last rites.
Hey, Pops! Justine's with me, you know? Don't order her around like that.
You know, even though you're my son, you're so embarrassing.
Oh no! That's so mean! Oh, what? This guy sucks.
You're so embarrassing.
Wow. Die. I'm not embarrassing! I'm sorry, but you're both rather embarrassing. Justine, give Mr. Edgeworth his...
Very well. I shall give him his last rites.
Okay.
When the body was found, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest. I'm sure you're well aware what kind of wounds these were, right? Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with the 3-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take a close look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it?
Well done, Justine. With this, Mr. Edgeworth will... I will offer a rebuttal, of course. Why would you do that? Didn't you hear what Justine just said? Of course I did. And I still plan to object to it. It's not fair! You're always opposing me in every turn. Buddy, it was never my intention to oppose you. Why is everyone saying I? Death penalty. Oh, death penalty for Blaze, say I. Okay. Huh? Really? It's simply not worth my time. I see. So that's how it is. Yep. After all, I'm...
That's enough, you know. You're embarrassing your father, you see.
Huh? What do you mean, Pops? Okay, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest. I'm sure you're well aware of what kind of wounds these were. She was stabbed in the heart with a 3-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Phoenix Wright. He's indestructible. Please take a close look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it? Let's look at the autopsy report then. Okay. Okay. Sometime between late last night and midnight. Then why was her keycard used? Her keycard was used at like 12:50 something. The cause of death was stab wounds to left chest with a candelabra. Head wound was post-mortem bird mark on victim's hand. Okay. Why was the key card in her hand if it was... Now, this is a conundrum. Jill Crane, 1252. She would have been dead by then. Okay, I'm just gonna press some stuff. 3 wounds. That sounds rather painful.
Indeed. We must punish the culprit accordingly.
Kay, do not listen to what she says. Judge Courtney, please continue your reasoning.
Very well. She had 3 wounds.
I'm sure you're well aware that these kinds of wounds these were. Why don't you ask Sebastian instead?
Of course. Sebastian knows all about it.
Huh? Me? Yeah, I know everything. He's obviously lying. Bye, Bertuki.
Sebastian, maybe you should sneak a peek at the autopsy report, you know?
Let's see here. The fatal wound was caused by the candelabra. Oh, so that's how it was. Buddy.
The cause of the wound was just as Sebastian said.
Okay. Stabbed in the heart with 3-pronged candelabra. So the cause of death was a stab wound to the heart. Is that correct?
Yes, the candelabra pierced right into her heart. Since this was Dr. Young's medical opinion, it must be the truth.
The coroner's medical opinion follows my own opinion. Therefore, it's perfect. I certainly cannot ignore the autopsy reports. However... Hey! Don't ignore my opinion! However, if the cause of death was a stab wound to the victim's chest, wouldn't it contradict that piece of evidence? Oh, he's totally ignoring me. Justine, say something.
Yes, I will not allow you to ignore my reasoning.
Okay, I guess it's on that one. Stab in the heart, 3-pronged candelabra. Right. Thought to be written by Kay. Okay. Wasn't there a thing where it's like it stabbed, like I thought we already did this piece of evidence before, where like it couldn't have been that because it stabbed through whatever note she had in her breast pocket. It is addressed to Kay. It's in Kay's possession. Okay. But she had like a letter in her breast pocket that should have been stabbed. Stabbed in the head. What was in her pocket? Was it this? It doesn't say that it was in her pocket, though. I feel like this was it, though. Let's try it. Guess we can try it. No? Okay. No? Fine. Judge Courtney, could you take a look at this piece of evidence? We're just kind of going through the motions here. I'm afraid I cannot say blah, 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 whatever. It would contradict that piece of evidence. Does it have any blood on it? Does there any... Oh, it does. The prongs of the candelabra are covered in blood. And the shape even matches up with the victim's wounds. Is this the murder weapon of this case? Okay. Hold on. I need to see what he was on about again. Let me see that one more time because I looked away at the wrong moment. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. If the cause of death was stab wound to the victim's chest, wouldn't it contradict that piece of evidence? Okay. I keep trying to give you advice and we're getting derailed by Danny Phantom. Oh no! Make sure to carefully look over everything again. Okay, I guess we gotta do that. Okay, replica of the Jam and Ninja mask, lettering case possession, dress decay. I promise I'll get it back for you. Your most precious memory. Your most precious memory. I will not save you from the Danny Phantom AU. I won't save you from something you did to yourself. Was torn off from the victim's clothes. Contains a cross-section of the tower and overhead view of the platform. Someone walked towards her from behind the stand. Key card for entering the PSE meeting room was in the victim's possession. Is this drama normal on streams? I mean, I wouldn't call it drama, but everyone does get pretty rowdy here all the time. It is fun. Okay. Stab wounds to the left chest. Head wound was post-mortem. Okay, late last night minute. The cause of death was stab wounds to left chest. Okay, I don't think it's this. Key card record. Victim's letter. A letter addressed to the victim thought to be written by K. Okay, to Miss Crane, thank you so much for helping me with my plan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Okay. Conductor's clothes. Conductor wore a white jacket with a purple flower, white gloves, and a mask. Age and gender unknown. Okay, I don't think that has anything to do with the stab wound. Let us testimony about the secret auction. The black market auction was being held in the Grand Tower. The items up for auction were pieces of evidence from past cases. Each of them was wearing a mask. I don't think that has anything to do with that, though. Many different types. Bloodstain was found on the hidden lift. It seems to have dripped to the floor below. The killer hid the victim in this box. A bloodstain was found inside. Red raincoat, worn by the victim. The victim's fingerprints and blood were found on the hood. I don't think that has anything to do with this, that. Wait, wouldn't the raincoat have? The raincoat would have blood on the whole thing, right? I'm gonna try that. Hell yeah! Okay, sorry that took a second, but we got there. Chairman DeBest, do you know what this is?
It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney?
The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again?
Thanks, guys.
I suppose it just might come to that. Judge Courtney, answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those bloodstains were located? Of course I do. They were on the hood. Wait, it can't be.
What does this mean?
Judge Courtney, were there any other bloodstains besides the one on the hood? None were detected.
Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been bloodstains on the front of the raincoat. That was delivered weird, I'm sorry. However, the only blood they found was on the hood. This is a huge contradiction. Ooh, get her. Ooh, get her. The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound. After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest.
It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim first suffered the head wound. If she had already been stabbed in the chest, the raincoat would have been stained with blood. Therefore, it is unthinkable that her chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound. So the order of the wounds would be first the head, followed by the chest. However, does that really change the situation?
With this, a contradiction is born, one that overturns all our assumptions until now.
Is the change really that great? I look forward to hearing it. Well then, this contradiction, why don't you show it to me? With evidence.
Which piece of evidence shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds?
Huh?
Okay, let's just go over this all again. Oh. Is it the key card? Because oh no. Okay, it's fine. If it was the key card, she would have been able to walk around with like her head wound because she was still walking after that. She would have been able to get into, like, use her card to get into the storeroom. And then if she was stabbed in here, but the autopsy report still says that, where is it? That she died sometime between last night and midnight, which still doesn't match up with her. The key card record. Three-pronged candelabra, thought to be the murder weapon, matches the victim's chest wounds. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Autopsy report. Keycard record. Well. I mean, I want to say that it's the head wound was post-mortem. This seems like the most obvious one, though. But I guess it's this.
Take that!
Okay. This is the autopsy report written by Dr. Young. According to this, the head wound was post-mortem.
But that's not what the raincoat shows.
Exactly. It's the exact opposite. Oof.
Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bonnie Young at once. Until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the curtains on this case.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah, I love that whenever Blaze shows up, everyone is just like, shut up, no one likes you.
Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive. In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case. The conductor. We still don't know who that person is.
Now that you mention it, even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is.
The conductor has
Come up. Oh, okay.
The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about it? Do you have any ideas?
I'm still not sure at the moment. However, there is someone I have in mind. A certain individual involved with this case who might know something about it. Who's that? Blaze de Best. I demand your testimony. What? Brr. Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Pops? Yeah, my son's an idiot. Chat, Uno reverse card.
Are you trying to cast suspicion towards the chairman of the PIC? Do you understand what that means?
Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is trying to pin the crime on Kay. The evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage, these items did not come into her possession out of her own volition. By some method, that man purposely planted them on her personage.
It is hard to believe such a sudden accusation, but I'll ask just in case. Why would he do that?
Obviously, to direct suspicion towards Kay. I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier.
Mr. Chairman, your response?
I hate his eyes. Are you too shocked to speak?
And what of it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it? You say that you drew out some words for me, but you don't have a shred of proof, you know? No one else heard it but you. It just doesn't work like that, you see. Or do you have something else? You know, some kind of basis for your argument?
This confidence. He also showed it at the cell. Ugh. Jaw tight. I love you, Courtney.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman.
But of course, I'm pretty interested in this matter myself, you know. I'd like to know what part of me seems criminal to Mr. Edgeworth. There's no one as honest as I am, you see.
How can he say that with a straight face? Let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is cause for suspicion. This is the PIC meeting room. I imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter. Yeah, what part of me seems criminal? All of it? That's why. All the members have key cards, you know. I think we can assume that multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the PIC would be the best. It took me a second to realize why he was saying that. Yes, because the conductor had to have been a PIC member. That threw me for a loop. Wait, no! What? What was all that about? What do I do, Pops? I just helped the enemy.
Sebastian Willie is an idiot, you know.
This guy.
But you see, Edgeworth, I'm not the only one with access, you know.
Indeed, there are 11 members in the PIC. Even if
So sorry.
Even if we rule out the victim, Miss Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects.
It's not me.
It's not me. I enjoy it. It's not. But it couldn't just be the chairman, right? I don't know who it is before, but it should just come forward.
It's sus that the auction stuff is like the auction thing has 11 members and they also have 11 members. Curious.
Yes, everyone just calm down, you know.
Why Brushel? Why is he go to? Because he annoys Jesse. And that's very important to me.
Edgeworth, is that all you've got? Where's the evidence to suspect me? Oh, so you've fallen silent. But you've gone too far, you see. I won't forgive you anymore. It's too late for regrets, you know? I'm a very important man, you see. Former chief prosecutor and chairman of the PIC. Urgh. It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know. Because you see... Either way, it won't make any difference.
Ew. I don't like seeing his eyes in HC. I don't like that. No. I didn't like that. Because I'm going to bully you.
you've been rambling on for quite a while now about the most trivial details, you know? Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and, what else was there? It just doesn't matter, you know? 'Cause you see, none of that means anything, you know? Think about it. We've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. That's all that matters, you see. She'll even get a lighter sentence with her confession, you know? Now then, if there are any contradictions, be my guest.
How can that be considered a testimony? There must be a contradiction somewhere.
That person. He's very important, isn't he? Mr. Edgeworth.
No, not the music. No, not the music. Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's all right. Let's just give up. Surely I must have killed her. I can't even remember it.
Don't be tied down by your muddled memories. If you want to believe in something, believe in your own innocence. Believe in me, who believes in you.
But
My opponent is the PIC chairman. Taking him down won't be easy. However, he has underestimated me. If I can take advantage of that...
Believe in the me that believes in you. Oh, no. I can't believe with all this, the amount of Miles and Kay art that I don't see. Like, hello? Everybody's sleeping on this dad and daughter duo. Sorry, they're sleeping on this dad and daughter duo. Thank you, Stefano. PIC, poopy idiot shit. Wow. Wow. Effervescent. Inspired. You're a poet. Okay, you've been rambling on for a while about the most trivial details. Because for some reason Capcom decided to not localize this. That's no excuse. Just watch a playthrough or something. The location of the unknowns just doesn't matter because you see none of that means anything. Okay. Huh. The autopsy report and the questions about the conductor. Were you even listening? Yeah, Miles already knows how it feels to believe that you killed someone because of your memories, and to have no one but one person who wholeheartedly believes in you no matter what. Do not separate them. I need to get a case sometime so that I can just have her. I don't think they make... I'm gonna figure out how to make one. Because I need to give him a little daughter so that they cannot be separated. Yeah, like I said in the Discord, for people who talk a lot about starving for content, they sure don't seem to like finishing their meals. Yeah, exactly. Do not separate. This is pertinent. Do not separate. But yeah, I've never sewed a stuffy before, but I try for Kay.
Talk is cheap, you know. I was listening, you see, but I didn't think much of it, you know.
You didn't think much of it, even after I brought up all those issues? Perhaps your judgment needs to be questioned, rather than my ability as a prosecutor.
That's a good one, Edgeworth. But you see...
Think about it, we've got the suspect herself saying she killed the
It may be true she confessed, however, that does not make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony.
Objection.
Even if you say that, you know, it still won't solve anything. What good will it do to deny her confession? Sounds like nonsense to me. Wanna try asking her again? I think she'll just say that she's the murderer again, though. I need to wait for the text to go.
Very well. Let's try asking her again, one last time. I'd like to hear from Kay herself, whether or not she is the culprit.
Huh? From me?
Will that be all right? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you.
I do not mind. However, I shall ask Kay the question myself. Yeah, I hated that objection from Blaze. That was a bad voice clip for him. Did not like that.
I moved to tears, you know. Oh, how touching, you know. Oh, how very touching. Fine then, I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition.
Oh, here we go. Grace?
If all this proves to be a waste of time,
Chanting Dadworth over and over in this little corner.
then that will be the end of it. How's that sound?
The end of the hearing?
Yes, yes. It seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found, beyond a shadow of a doubt, guilty. Yup, it's a fine idea.
Guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt? Don't be mean. Yeah, don't be mean. Oh, no. I wasn't saying that the objection line itself was bad. I was just saying that it didn't really fit with him. But yeah, no. Listen, I'm not ragging on anything about this. This is a passion project. This is a fan translation. I appreciate everything about it. I just didn't like that for him.
Yes, that's right.
That's harsh. But either way, if I do nothing, she'll be declared guilty. Kay,
Yes?
I know what I'm asking of you is unreasonable, but please, I want you to answer me. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that would prove your innocence? Okay.
Why? Why would you go that far for me? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse. If that were the case, I would only make things worse for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay Faraday must have been a despicable criminal. Someone who betrayed your trust.
Don't worry. We've only known each other for a short while, but I know you very well. And here we got the gotcha music. I'd even say I know you better than yourself, now that you've lost your memories. Oh, that's a big penalty. That's a big penalty. You cannot possibly be the culprit because your true identity is... Okay, it's a big penalty because it's an obvious answer. But I'm gonna save state anyways. Okay. The great thief Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is a noble thief who would never stoop to murder.
No, it's useless.
Kay! Yeah, him talking about the Yatagarasu like this warms my heart so much. I know, he so wasn't supportive of it before.
After all, no matter what, that memory still remains. This image that's stuck in my head, I just can't get rid of it. That means I must have...
There's no clear evidence to prove that you're the culprit besides your own confession. Remember what I said? You must believe in yourself. Or perhaps you cannot trust my words.
No, that's not it. It's because you are trying to save someone like me. You've already lost so much, all for my sake. I can't bear it anymore. Please just give up.
I see now. I thought it was strange. She's trying to protect him. No. The reason you were acting like you wanted to be found guilty was because you were concerned about me. That is just like you, Kay.
It's because you're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth.
Unfortunately, I may fall short of your expectations. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a bastard. Poke your forehead? Yeah, yeah, I see. Poke your forehead. I am not trying to be a good person. No matter how much you may want me to give up, I'll keep trying to save you. That is the nature of who I am. Whether or not it is a burden for you is none of my concern. Kay, believe in yourself once more. You are a noble, great thief. What you should be doubting is your memory of committing the murder. That is my wish above all else. Please. Oh. He never says please. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, she would have, like, walked up to her and collapsed, maybe. Ah! Kay! What happened? Oh, okay.
What is it? Do you remember something?
Do you ever just cry in your water over Kay because I'm so...
If she remembers something now, it'd be like a bad movie.
Bull.
Hello? Hello? Is that you? Kay Faraday, is that you? Oh my god. Bull?
Bullshit.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please ask her to clarify.
Well, Kay, what do you mean by bull?
I remember now. The person in the red raincoat had that with her.
Oh.
The stuffed bull doll. I'm certain of it.
I was so ready for Kay to just turn around and be like,
Bull. You're full of bullshit. All of you.
yeah, exactly, Arthur. She cursed. Oh my gosh, she's coming back. Kay, language, young lady. Oh my gosh.
Is that true, defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, you're so cute. You're a little handsome. I love you so much.
The court hereby accepts the defendant's statement as a new piece of testimony.
Objection.
Go away.
Quit messing around, Courtney. A testimony like that cannot be accepted, you know.
Your objection has been noted, sir. However, testimony about the victim's belongings
Has been lacking up until now.
Objection.
Nevertheless, you know, her vague memories cannot be trusted, you know.
Her memories are vague. That would be bad for us as well. Didn't you say this earlier yourself, Mr. Chairman? Since we have the suspect's confession, we don't need to worry about the trivial details. If we decide to doubt her memories, then we must also doubt her confession, which is the main foundation of our case.
There you go.
Are you willing to do that, sir?
Ah, you're right. Well, never mind then. I shall leave it to you.
Thank you very much.
We did it. It was touch and go for a while there, though. However, those words of Judge Courtney just now. It almost feels as if she's on our side. Yes! She's doing the Game 1 Edgeworth character development.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know anything about this stuffed animal?
The stuffed animal Kay spoke of must have been this. We found it in the storeroom. It is believed to be one of the items for the auction.
This is...
Do you know something about it, Justine?
No, it's just a bit different from what I imagined.
Indeed, it's certainly not what I have expected the victim to be carrying. Let's examine every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. This thingy, the horn is gone.
The left horn is missing.
There's a hole in this stuffed animal. It seems this hole is where the horn is inserted into.
I guess its head isn't stuffed with cotton. I wonder what's inside.
Perhaps I should examine the other side. Okay. Okay. The right horn seems to be fine, but the entire balance feels a bit off.
This horn, it looks like you can move it.
What? Bzz.
What was that buzzing sound?
It seems this toy is equipped with a recording device. Oh! Oh, and there it is.
Brr, brr, brr.
Oh, the burn mark on her hand, because he uses his stupid lighter all the time. I see. Poke your forehead. Okay. I guess this would be Blaze.
I knew who you were right away.
Wait, it's through a recorder?
I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that bird from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time.
Is this the moment of the murder?
Who could have recorded something like this?
Stuffed animal data updated in my organizer.
This
There ain't no doubt about it. This here was what I heard.
We cannot verify when these voices were recorded. It's also possible that they aren't related to the case at all, if only we had some video as well.
That's hogwash. I'm telling you. That right there was when the conversation. That right there was the conversation that I heard. The victim was holding on to it, right? I reckon it must have been recorded when she got attacked.
That certainly is a possibility. However, your testimony alone is insufficient. I require something with a little more credibility.
Again, her words. It almost sounds as if she's trying to give me advice. Judge Courtney, there is no mistake that those voices were from the incident. Please recall the audio that was recorded by the stuffed animal. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. If we compare this part of the recording with a certain piece of evidence, we can prove it. This evidence shows that the recording took place. Okay, the burn mark.
Take that!
Oops. Oh no. Okay, cool.
The autopsy report, and exactly what part of the autopsy report shows that?
This part shows that the recording took place during the moment of the crime. Burn mark. Victim's hand.
Take that!
Poke your forehead. I remember clearly what that voice said. You can't hide that burn from me. On the victim's hand, there was a burn mark.
Indeed. It just happened to match up, you see. But what of it?
According to Kay's testimony, the victim had been holding the stuffed animal. And it just happened to record a characteristic of the victim, namely the burn. That's just a coincidence. I mean, it could happen, right?
I do not think so. It is hard to believe that all of this is simply a coincidence. The voices on the stuffed animal were most likely recorded during the incident.
One of these voices must belong to the true culprit. From what we've heard, it must have been the one who was doing most of the talking. But what's the point? In the end, we still can't tell their gender or identity, you know? Indeed, because they had been using voice changers. It can't be helped.
It seems the situation has become quite clear. The conversation Miss Hart overheard was between the culprit and Miss Crane.
That's what I've been telling you from the start. And from this, we will understand a new fact.
Please enlighten us then. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Chairman.
Do what you want. According to Miss Hart's testimony, just before the incident, 2 people came from the auction hall using the lift. It must have been the conductor and one of the auction guests. They probably went there to settle the payment after winning a bid. And then, it was there that the crime was carried out. Since the auction continued after the crime took place, we are led to a single truth. Oh no, okay. Hold on. So if the culprit is the conductor and Blaze is the culprit, that means he's the conductor, which means if he killed Jill, then if he killed Jill and then walked out, then his whole steez, he's wearing red right now. She saw a figure in red. You know? Or well, no, yeah. Maybe there were 2 figures in red. Because one of them maybe fell down. Because Jill was dead. But then maybe Blaze pushed her? I don't know. Maybe. She was pretty clear about being pushed. So maybe he pushed her down into the thingy? Okay, I'm gonna say the culprit is the conductor. Since the conductor was the only one who could keep the auction going, we can conclude that the deceased victim could not have been the conductor. Justine?
Please be quiet here, okay?
If the conductor was not the victim, then they must have been the culprit.
Please wait. That alone is insufficient.
Of course, even I do not intend to rely only upon the process of the process of elimination. Brr. Certain traces left at the crime scene lead me to believe that the culprit is the conductor.
Well then, please show it to us.
What were the traces left at the crime scene that let me deduce the culprit is the conductor? What was the crime scene? The traces left at the crime scene that let me deduce the culprit is the conductor. I gotta go through all this evidence again, I guess. Worn by the victim's fingerprints and blood were found in the hood. A pool of blood found in the meeting room was left behind. The killer hid the victim in this box. A blood stain was found inside. It could be this because maybe the conductor was the only person that could open this. Age and gender unknown. I'm drawn to the age and gender unknown thing. Candelabra thought to be the murder weapon. Oh, this is a This is a Letter in case possession. Okay, the traces left at the crime scene. I guess it would be like traces of blood? I want to say this. My gut says this. Please? No, fuck. Okay, this piece of evidence shows the culprit is the conductor. I don't quite understand. Even if you don't understand, everyone else certainly does.
I think there are people besides my idiot son who don't understand, you know?
No. Okay. It's not this. Okay. It's gotta be... What is Lotta's testimony? Black market auction was being held in the Grand Tower. The items for auction were pieces of evidence from the case. 11 people attended the event, each of them... Okay, maybe it's this because the auction continued even after the murder. No. I'm gonna see what he says afterwards, though. The culprit was the conductor. They would have wanted to hide something. Okay. I just have to present that.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, if you say the culprit is the conductor, could you present evidence to prove that?
Yes, okay. He must have wanted to hide something. Seems like a pretty good hiding spot to me. Oh, is it this? Hide the storeroom's existence. Let's try that. There we go, okay. The culprit purposely left a large amount of blood in the meeting room. In doing so, we were led to believe the meeting room had been the scene of the crime. It was a ruse by the true culprit to hide the blood that had fallen from the storeroom.
So we wouldn't find out about the existence of the black market auction, correct?
Indeed. If the culprit had been unrelated If the culprit had been unrelated to the auction, there would have been no need to do such a thing. Ergo, the culprit could have only been the conductor.
Well then, do you have any idea as to who the conductor might possibly be?
The auction hall is at the PIC meeting room, and furthermore, there is a storeroom above it. The conductor must have been, at the very least, a member of the PIC.
So, in other words, you suspect me, I take it?
Isn't it natural to suspect you? The one with the most authority in the PIC?
You are quite capable. I'll give you that much, at least. But you know, like I said before, you're far too naive. You have nothing, you know? There's no evidence that proves I'm the culprit, you see. If by some chance you do have evidence, then why don't you present it?
Ugh. Do I have evidence that Blaze is the culprit? Do I? No. Do I have it? Do I have it? I don't know. I don't know. Do I have it? I want to say... we don't. The only thing that I would say would be Kay's memories, because someone walked towards her from behind the stand, pushed her off the roof, but it doesn't specify that they were in red. I believe you do have it. Okay. I'm just gonna do a little save. I have it. Oh, good night, Papa. See you later. I'll probably only be going for another half hour, so. But great voice acting. Thank you, Papa. I'll see you later. No, there is evidence. Evidence that you are the culprit.
Oh, then why don't you show it to me, this so-called evidence?
Blaze to best. This piece of evidence proves that you are the culprit. Worn by the victim? Okay. I don't think you have it. Oh no. Okay, it's fine to her. I wanted. This is not gonna be. It's not gonna be. Yeah, I did save. Don't worry about it. Nope. Don't. Could you take a look at this piece of evidence? I did save, so just say your lines. Edgeworth, and what about it? Blaze de Best, don't you understand the meaning of this piece of evidence?
Well, you know, I can't say that I do. I mean, it doesn't look like it's related at all.
Okay. Gah! So that wasn't it. Okay. I don't have it. Blaze himself has suggested that he is the criminal. He's been showing that strange self-confidence for a while now. He knows that there is not a single piece of evidence left behind to incriminate him.
If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, Edgeworth. Just kidding. I've always wanted to say that, you know. Well then, Courtney.
It's okay, Nikki. I saved for a reason. I reckon I just remembered something too. What? You also lost your memories? What? No, that ain't it. Something just popped into my head right now.
Very well. Please tell us.
Courtney, could you tell me what you are doing?
Prosecutor Edgeworth will not give up until we have destroyed every last possibility. I'm destroying every possibility so that he will never oppose us again.
Justine, I don't really know what's going on, but well said. Pops, I'm gonna help too. After all, he's the one who's wrong.
Fine then. Let's hear what she has to say.
Well then, Miss Hart, please proceed.
Yeah, Justine knows something. Sure thing, just leave it to me. Please make sure you only tell the truth. Ain't that a matter of course? Of course? I'm a bona fide journalist of justice, you know? Somehow I feel uneasy. Y'all saying the culprit was the conductor, right? That means the victim was a customer. Now, here's where it gets a mite strange. You see, there were 11 people at the auction. When the auction continued after the incident, I went straight on over and snuck a peek down below. You don't mean... That's exactly what I mean. All 11 people were still there, present and accounted for. What?
Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure. I saw it with my own two perceiving eyes. Green sus. So it started with 11 people, and there were still 11 people after the murder. Was it a ghost? I'm scared of ghosts.
You know, Sebastian, normally a prosecutor would call that a contradiction, you know.
Were there really no changes in the auction at all? Really? I'm telling you, the auction just went on like normal. But there was one itty-bitty thing, though. What was it? You know those hammers you always see at an auction? Like the one that lady's using over there.
An auction gavel, perhaps?
Yep, that's the one. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear the sound no more. It'd been banging away just prior to it. The sound of the gavel? Does that have anything to do with the case? Lotta's testimony updated in my organizer. I love how all the, the regular Judge gavel noises are just like a little, tick, tick. But Justine's is like, BOOM! So good.
If Miss Hart's testimony is the truth, then this matter has taken a grave turn. If the victim was neither the conductor nor a customer, the very foundation of Prosecutor Edgeworth's reasoning would collapse.
Justice prevails, as they say. I hope you've learned your lesson, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, there really is nothing we can do.
It's not over yet. Some mysteries still remain. I have to think. If I don't, then Kay will be...
Did you get the answers you wanted this time? Well, then a deal's a deal.
Courtney.
Please wait, Mr. Chairman. I believe it is still too early to make a judgment. There are still a few mysteries left in this case. Until we have solved them all...
Blah, blah, blah. I thought the comma was after them.
Until we have solved them all, we cannot call this a complete victory. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I was expecting you to shout. Hold it, like you always do.
Yes, of course. Once again, Judge Courtney has come to my aid.
Well, then what is it? What sort of mysteries are left?
Well, of course, there's the contradiction in the autopsy report.
That kind of thing.
Oh, here we go.
I've brought her in.
Oh, here she is. Well, what's wrong? Why were we suddenly called here? Did someone suddenly get sick? I'll begin preparing a compress. Stat. Ouch!
What? You called me here for? Did something happen?
Dr. Young, Miss Jensen, you have my gratitude for taking the trouble to come here. This won't take long, so please relax.
Tell me what in blazes is going on.
Ha ha ha.
Why is that so funny? Why can't I do this? I can't do it without her sounding disingenuous or like...
Ha ha ha. Of course. We called you here because something came up.
Judge Courtney, just what are you planning?
Bonnie Young, under the divine rule of law, please answer truthfully. There were no mistakes in your autopsy report, correct?
Granny would never make a mistake.
That's certainly strange.
Huh? What's strange? I do think her laugh would sound a little disingenuous, but I love her for it. Grace, you're right. You're correct. Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing.
This court has found an error in Dr. Young's autopsy report. Dr. Young, please tell the truth. Did you falsify the autopsy report?
That's terrible. How can you accuse her of that?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why would I do such a thing in the first place?
To protect the true culprit, of course.
What you talking about? I would never do such a thing.
How strange. In that case, why would there be an error in the autopsy report, I wonder? Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think? Oh, I expected you to press into her statement like you normally do.
Why is she taking control of the situation and trying to help me? I don't know what her goal is, but I must play along. If the autopsy report you gave to Sebastian had been authentic, then the error should not have been there. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do anything. That is what we will figure out from this point on. Did I read that wrong, or does it just not make sense? Firstly, Dr. Young, I'd like to hear your testimony. Why do you want to hear her testimony? It would be pointless. I will be the one who decides whether or not it is pointless, not you. There are patients waiting for us. But Granny, ouch! Anyways, we don't have time for this. Is there any way I could convince you? This is of the utmost importance. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, Granny says she'll testify. So please, try to finish this quickly. If we don't return soon, there will be people in terrible suffering. At the Die Young Clinic. And yet, you were lollygagging about on the viewing platform earlier. Oh, now he's serious. He's brought up the lollygagging. I promise you, this won't take long. Only if she tells me the truth, of course. Ooh. Error in the autopsy report. There are no mistakes in Granny's autopsy reports.
I've been working with corpses longer than you've been alive. There's no way I'd make a mistake in writing the autopsy report. Ouch! I got nothing to gain from falsifying the autopsy report.
Is what she says. See? There's nothing strange at all.
Yes, that's right, you know. There's no way she would falsify it, you see.
Under the name of the goddess of law, do you swear that this testimony is the truth?
Of course! Granny would never tell a lie.
We were asking Dr. Young. We do not need to hear from a third party.
I'm not a third party. I'm on Granny's side.
If you raise an objection to my testimony, you'd best prepare yourself, you ex-prosecutor.
I will definitely expose the contradiction in the autopsy report. I'm suspicious of when the granny, hits her head, if she changed what she said or something. The victim wore this raincoat after suffering a blow to the head. And yet, there was not a single drop of blood on the front of the raincoat. Therefore, it is impossible for the head wound to have been post-mortem.
Well, that's... Ouch! I don't need you to tell me that. That's what I wrote down from the very beginning.
The autopsy report says the head wound was post-mortem. That's completely different. Yeah, the updated autopsy report.
Yeah. I relayed to Karen what to put down in the autopsy report. After that, it was none of my beeswax.
Relayed it to Karen. Please elaborate on that. I relayed every... Ooh. I would like to verify once again what you saw when you examined the body. Like we said... Ouch! Oh, well, about that. She was done in by a thump to her noggin.
Dr. Young, do you know when that happened?
Before she died, of course. The wounds on her chest were post-mortem. That's what I
relayed to Karen, so that's what should have been written in the report.
That's what you relayed to her, eh? I'm finally beginning to see the truth. You may have nothing to gain, but how about your granddaughter? Me? There isn't anything I could gain.
If Karen had something to gain, then that girl of yours might have something too. How dare you accuse my little girl, who has never done harm to anybody?
Did Clybier come by? I didn't even hear him. I was too deep in this. Yeah, aren't you ashamed of yourself? She should address those words to Blaze instead of me.
I swear that the autopsy report wasn't falsified.
Yeah, that girl of yours, pleading emoji. Yes. Okay.
It doesn't look like Granny is lying.
Yeah, exactly, Grace. How dare you accuse? Miss Jensen is the only one who is relaying Dr. Young's words. Oh, you were just saying hello to Clavier wherever he is. Me too. Wherever you are, King. Love you. I'll just have to confirm whether or not Miss Jensen is telling us the truth. Okay. There's nothing strange at all. Okay. Do I just have to present the autopsy report? Where it says that the... Because this would be a mistake. Okay, fine. Miss Jensen, I'm sorry. I would like you to take a look at the... whatever, this piece of evidence. Me?
I'm the one giving testimony now. Why are you asking my granddaughter?
Yo! It's because you two are tied to the hip. That's why I got mixed up. There might be something I failed to hear. Let me try listening carefully to Dr. Young's words one more time. Okay. Ow. Okay, let's just press all this. There's some fun dialogue if you press on the last statement. I did not. So in your long career, you've never once made a mistake?
A doctor's only as good as the length of their track record.
If we're just talking about a lengthy track record, that former chief prosecutor has one too. And yet, his actual abilities don't seem to measure up. I hope that you're not the same as well. Yes, author. Tony Winclavier isn't here. Oh my god, miss you, King. Love you. Tony Winclav is outside. Oh my god, shut up, you dumb blonde bitch! Yeah.
Ouch, that's a low blow, you know. But you know, Edgeworth, I don't make mistakes either, see? Cause you see, before I can make a mistake, those around me will have already made it instead. You see, I don't have time for mistakes. It's quite amazing, you know. It must be karma.
You can't compare a chief prosecutor with a doctor. You really can't.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Nothing strange at all. Tony, not Apollo, Ken. Stop. Did you notice anything strange when you were performing the autopsy? I wonder. What is it, Granny?
A strange man came by.
Who are you calling strange?
He wore some really strange clothes. He even had a frilly thing around his neck. Even though he was about to get canned, he still tried to run amok during my autopsy. I'm talking about you, you frilly red brute.
I see. So Mr. Edgeworth is a strange, frilly red brute.
Kate, please don't only remember odd things about me. Too late, Miles. She always did.
Doesn't look like Granny's lying. Okay.
Miss Jensen is the one who is relaying Dr. Young's words. I'll have to confirm whether or not Miss Jensen is telling us the truth. I've been working with corpses longer than you've been alive. I relayed everything to Karen after that. It was none of these facts. I ain't got nothing again. I feel like it's this, because that was something that was added. I feel like I have to like tell them like this is the one, because like they're saying that the head wound was post-mortem. Okay, thank you. Dr. Young, please confirm what this autopsy report says with your own eyes. I'll read it out for you. Ouch! Owie. This autopsy report wasn't written by me.
What? What do you mean?
Oh no. I don't know. Ew. But Granny, I can't say that.
Miss Jensen, if you are trying to keep the truth in the dark, then, in place of the goddess of law, I shall hear your confession.
Judge Courtney is talking with Dr. Young in private.
What? Is that true? Understood. I shall convey your words to everyone else, Dr. Young. I properly relayed the autopsy report orally to that child. It seems my granddaughter must have mucked it up when she was writing it down.
Wow, she mimicked her. Oh, did she? Oh no.
It seems my granddaughter must have mucked it up when she wrote it down.
Damn it, I wish I knew. I wish I'd known.
I relayed everything to that child. My granddaughter must have mucked it up.
That's what she said.
Wow, she mimicked her voice perfectly.
There was no need for her to go that far, though. In other words, the contents of the autopsy report had been falsified. Yeah, Courtney's voice acting is top tier.
By your hand, Miss Jensen. With that, we've proven that the wound on her head came first, followed by her chest wound.
Courtney Twitch streamer. Courtney has a sense of humor, lads. Oh my god, Courtney Twitch streamer. What would she stream? She plays the Phoenix Wright trilogy. She plays the Phoenix Wright trilogy and she's like,
This makes no sense. This is not how real law works.
I've been following your art account for a long time. Glad I could finally make it to a stream. Hi, Veremi. We're kind of at the tail end of it, but glad you could come for a little bit.
Miss Jensen, why did you falsify the autopsy report?
Hold on a second. She never said she falsified it, you know. She just made a teeny tiny mistake when she wrote it down. Postmortem and antemortem sound kind of similar, you know.
They are complete opposites. That is the very definition of falsification.
Miss Jensen, why would you lie?
Okay. Ouch! Oh my god, she plays Stardew Valley or like Animal Crossing or something.
I want you to tell me too. Why would you do something like that?
Granny, but because you falsified the autopsy report, Kay fell under suspicion, and that is unforgivable. Tell me why you did it. I can't say. I just can't say it. Not I don't want to say, but I can't say.
You're all a bunch of bullies, you know. Ganging up on this poor girl who loves her grandmother so. She is totally unrelated to this. I think we can forgive her for one tiny mistake.
That won't do. Aren't you the one with the most to lose if she testifies?
What are you saying? You see, as a former prosecutor, you'll have to speak a little more clearly, you know?
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Justine playing Animal Crossing.
Does anyone have good turnip prices? Sebastian, what are your prices today? Don't go back in time, they'll rot.
Perfect. Very well. As you wish. I shall answer clearly. Tony, I want you to make Miles as angry as possible. I need it. Okay, he will be angry. Everyone's accusing his daughter. He's clearly angry. Ms. Jensen played an essential role in the case. She was the true culprit. She was the victim. She was an accomplice. Ooh. She was an accomplice, I think. Ms. Jensen falsified the autopsy report in order to assist the true culprit.
Ouch!
This girl is an accomplice?
Subby dressed in the hot dog costume. Oh, thank you for the tip, Justine. I already did it, though. Yeah, Justine gets the 5-star island, like, immediately. Like, and she plants all her lilies of the valleys, like, in very aesthetic spots.
What's your basis for that claim?
It was impossible for a single person to commit this crime in the first place. The crime could not have been committed without at least 2 people, namely because... the victim... I want to say it's the report couldn't have been faked, because he could probably still move the victim by himself. Oh, oopsie. Nope, never mind. If there was no accomplice, the autopsy report could not have been falsified.
Mr. Edgeworth, although that might be true, isn't that a little weak as the basis for there being an accomplice?
Boop. Oh! Seems that wasn't it. Recall the facts before and after the incident. If the victim was also one of the participants, that creates a contradiction in her testimony. We are led to only one answer.
There's no basis that there had been an accomplice, you know?
No, there is a basis. Okay. The number of people wouldn't match. What does that mean? Okay, number of people couldn't match could mean red raincoat. No. I want to... maybe it couldn't have been moved. Nope. The victim could... why am I... oh my god. Why do I keep not safe stating? I keep shooting Miles with all this stupidity. Oh my god. This is so much. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Oh no. Terrible. 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 This is guessing. If the conductor was the culprit and one of the auction guests was the victim... oh yeah, okay. It would contradict the witness's testimony that there were 11 people after the incident. I forgot that Lotta was the witness. Fuck. Miles just feels his brain explode because Tony can't say. What now? You got a problem with my testimony? Not at all. Rather, it is because I believe your testimony. Oh, it is because I believe your testimony. That's why an accomplice must exist.
So, you still won't admit your reasoning is wrong?
Up until now, we had not even considered the possibility of an accomplice. However, if there had been an accomplice, it changes the entire story completely. If the accomplice took the murdered auction guest's place, then the number of people remains 11.
Oh, I see now. So that's what you're thinking. But you know, wouldn't that have been quickly discovered?
Ms. Jensen and the victim have similar physiques. If she wore the victim's mask, she could easily have taken her place. Ms. Jensen, did you switch places with the victim? I wouldn't. Who was the conductor? In other words, tell me who was the true culprit. I can't. I mean, that would also cause trouble for Granny. Ouch! But, Granny?
I will accept whatever wrongs you may have done. Just tell me everything.
Oh, it exploded. As I thought, it appears you really were the accomplice.
Miss Jensen, why?
Miss Jensen, would you please tell us?
Yes. It's okay, Granny. I'm fine now. I switched places with the victim, Miss Crane. So you admit to being the conductor's accomplice? Yes. It helped out the conductor. I don't really know why, but for some reason, the conductor was expecting to be attacked by Miss Crane. The conductor expected an attack from the victim? They were so sure it was going to happen that they came up with a plan to counter it. A way to beat the victim at her own game, and that's when I was called in. I was told to wait in the storeroom before the auction began.
Whoa there, you ain't fooling my eyes. If you were waiting in the storeroom, I reckon I would have bumped into you. After all, I'd been up in that storeroom the entire auction.
I'm telling the truth!
I wonder about that, you know. Can we really believe a girl who would falsify a report?
There should have been many places to hide in that storeroom.
Then by all means, tell me, where did our little nurse hide?
The place in the storeroom where Miss Jensen hid was... Boom. She hid inside this costume trunk.
A costume trunk, eh?
Ah, now that you mention it, that box was already there before I snuck in. I figured I would just hide in there myself, but it was wrapped up nice and tight with a chain. And it was locked too, so I had to give it up.
I suspect that when you sneaked into the room, Miss Jensen was already inside that trunk. Yes, it would have been bad if one of the guests from the auction had opened the lid. After instructing me to hide inside, the conductor wrapped a chain around the costume trunk. I think they went downstairs using the lift shortly thereafter. It was right before the auction. So then, when the auction began, only you and Miss Hart were in the storeroom. Yes, that should be right. The auction had been going on as usual, but when a certain participant made the winning bid, the conductor committed the crime. Miss Hart must have heard the altercation that occurred then.
You betcha. I was trembling behind that there statue the whole time, though.
Following the altercation, Jill Crane was murdered. After killing Jill Crane, the conductor carried her body to the costume trunk. And Miss Jensen, who had been hiding in the trunk, was made to take Miss Crane's place. The victim's body was placed inside the costume trunk. The conductor then took Miss Jensen, who had been made to look like Jill Crane, and returned to the auction hall as if nothing had happened. Was this roughly what happened in the storeroom during the incident? Yes, that's right.
Pulling the old switcheroo with one of the auction guests. Ain't that impossible? That gal and the murder victim are two completely different people, you know. Don't you reckon one of the other participants would have noticed and caused a ruckus?
No, not at all. The reason they didn't notice the switch was because she stole the victim's clothes. From what I can tell, Miss Jensen and the victim appear to have a similar physique. Furthermore, there was a rule requiring a mask to be worn during the auction. If their clothes were the same, I doubt anyone would have noticed she was a different person. Yes, I blended right in. I borrowed Miss Crane's clothes and ouch!
You mustn't embarrass the dead like that.
I know. I also thought it was pretty heartless to just leave her exposed like that. So when the conductor wasn't looking, I covered her up in the raincoat that was up for auction. So she was the one who put the red raincoat on the victim. And then the auction resumed as if nothing had happened. I reckon it took the picture of her in the red raincoat after that. I reckon I took the picture of her in the red raincoat after that. That'd make all the facts line up. After I took the photo, I went over to the lift to sneak a peek down below. I witnessed the 11 participants and then I hightailed it back behind the statue. Don't tell me, you were hiding there the entire time until we found you? No, that's... How should I put it? What is it? Did something happen?
I didn't mention it before, but after that I might have dozed off a little. To be more precise, I fainted? Well, something like that.
So something did happen?
It ain't no big deal. Kinda embarrassing to say, though.
there was this huge thump sound all of a sudden. I was a little surprised by that. It was right after I had just witnessed a murder, so I was shaking in my boots. Oh. Grace, I would be so interested in hearing about these AUs in the Discord. My heart sort of tightened up and I was off to La La Land. When I woke up, it was already the next day, around the time y'all came by the storeroom. I see. So there was a large sound. Miss Hart, I take it you do not know what transpired in the storeroom beyond this point. I love how we're going on about our wonderful AUs and Tony's being sucked into VA mode. Listen, like when everyone, I love that everyone goes off about like AUs and stuff in the chat. It's great. It's just like, it's a lot to like follow as I'm like doing two things. So I can't always like keep up with what chat's doing. So like, I'll just like leave it for a bit. You guys can talk and whatever. I'll just keep doing this. I guess, but after the auction, all the masks were properly returned. So I reckon the participants had exited through the storeroom just like I done said. Ms. Jensen, what were your actions after the auction resumed? I took the victim's place and participated in the auction. The conductor instructed me to win the bid for the costume trunk, because the body was inside it. It would have been bad if another auction guest won the bid for it. You didn't realize the box was empty? No, we only found out when I came to the storeroom to pay the bill. The conductor was with me and told me to go search for her immediately. And then I found another girl collapsed in front of the ladder. Kay. Yes, she probably fell down from the roof and lost consciousness. Maybe the victim left the hatch open when she went up to the rooftop. I understand now. Kay was surprised at seeing the collapsed victim and did not notice the open hatch. She must have missed her footing and fell down into the storeroom. Miss Hart, I have determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor. That might have been it, though I reckon it'd be kind of pathetic to faint over something like that. When Miss Jensen found the unconscious Kay, Miss Hart was also unconscious behind the statue. The situation is becoming clearer to me. Miss Jensen, please continue your story. After I found Kay and the victim, I put them both in the trunk. If the customers at the auction found out, there would have been a huge commotion. Was this an order from the conductor as well? Yes, it was. But since I secretly decided to put the raincoat on Miss Crane, I had to dispose of the raincoat without the conductor noticing. So the conductor didn't anticipate the raincoat becoming another piece of evidence. And finally, we dressed Miss Crane in a spare conductor's outfit. I see. In doing so, you made the victim appear as if she was the conductor. In the end, the auction ended without anyone noticing anything. Miss Jensen, your crimes have become clear. If you know anything else, please hold nothing back. I want to help you more, but that is all I know. If I had to say, there's just one thing that bothers me. When I took Miss Crane's place, I borrowed her clothes. But there was no way for me to borrow her hair. Ouch!
What kind of coroner's assistant goes around stealing a corpse's hair?
I wouldn't think that robbing the deceased of their clothes would be questionable enough. Or I would think. Fuck. Both the color and the length of our hair is different, so I was worried about how to disguise it. However, the conductor even had a wig prepared for me. In fact, he had two of them. Inside the costume trunk, there was both a straight wig and a wavy wig. Two wigs? Why were there two? Who knows? Maybe it was a precaution in case the victim had changed her hairstyle. I ended up using the straight wig to match Miss Crane's hair. So that means the wavy wig was left unused. Karen's testimony jotted down in my organizer. Is that really all you know? Yes. Yep, that's really all I know. So that means you don't know who the conductor is. I'm sorry. I only knew that person as the auction conductor. I never saw that person without a mask on. The conductor seemed to be on guard toward everybody. At this rate.
Edgeworth, is that all you've got? One of the little nurses and a compass. It changes absolutely nothing.
Are we getting to the good part? Do I go over then? Because we're pretty much at the end. Could I finish this today reasonably? Let me know.
In the end, the true culprit is still Kay Faraday. All you did was add another criminal, you know. The rule of law cannot be overturned, at least not for your sake.
We're pretty close to the end of this part? Okay.
Is this as far as I go? Am I unable to save Kay?
But we just...
Oh, hi, Queen. Run-a, dun, dun, ba-da-da, run-a-dun-dun.
Francisca, why are you here? Didn't I tell you, Miles Edgeworth? Wherever there's a case, I will follow.
I bow as well. I also bow.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your hard work is most appreciated.
I love you.
However, don't get the wrong idea. I only came here to find out the truth behind what happened to Kay Faraday. I don't plan on forgiving you for abandoning the prosecutor's path. I understand. You should thank your former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information which may save Kay Faraday. Detective Gumshoe did? Listen well, Miles Edgeworth. This will be the final piece of evidence.
Yeah, Lotta comes off the screen, then Francisca walks on, and suddenly everyone is paying attention. She commands. She commands the attention of everyone in the room. Her presence, it just has so much weight to it.
Jill Crane suffered the wound on her head first.
Yeah. Oh no, Francisca!
Well, someone say something!
Well, I hate to say it, but we already proved that.
Already proved?
Yes. Well, just a few minutes ago.
You should have told me sooner.
You're the one who barged in here and started talking.
Well then, does that mean you found out what the murder weapon was already?
No, not yet.
Is that so? In that case, listen well. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt cylindrical object. The wound on her chest was suffered post-mortem. A cylindrical murder weapon.
Objection.
You know, this report of yours, I trust it's accurate, of course.
These were the results of 2 independent autopsies carried out by 2 respected doctors.
Objection.
That's reassuring, but it's too bad. You have no right to investigate this case.
Oh my god! She got him right back. She interrupted him right back. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. The BDG. This is my sister. This is my brother. We are siblings and we care for each other. Oh, get him, Fran.
Interpol is after the black market auctions, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of the investigation. The victim participated in the auction. Therefore, it is only natural for me to investigate. Especially now that she's been murdered.
I see. Clever girl, clever little Von Karma.
Then it has been settled. The victim died from blunt force trauma to the head.
Yeah, Fran is so successful and powerful. I love her. Whenever I think of Francisca, I think of the Ariana Grande song Successful, where she's like, it feels so good to be so young and have this fun and be successful. I'm so successful. And girl, you are so young and beautiful and so successful. I'm so successful. Autopsy report updated in my organizer. Unfortunately, the murder weapon has yet to be found. Just knowing the shape of the murder weapon gives me an idea as to what it might be. Hey, in my investigation, we didn't find any other murder weapons, you know? If you consider the conductor's possessions and the crime scene, the answer should be clear. The blunt cylindrical object used in the auction hall was an auction gavel. It was something the conductor had in their hand during the auction. Namely, an auction gavel. An auction gavel? We didn't find anything like that.
If the culprit is the conductor, it is possible that the gavel may be the murder weapon. However, that alone is not reason enough. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course, I have proof to back it up. This piece of evidence proves that the murder weapon is the auction gavel. Okay. Oh, is it a lot of testimony? The black market, the auction continued, however, the sound, okay, the sounds of the gavel were not heard afterwards. There you go. Hello, chat, I have a gift for you. I call it clavier gavel. Stuart, what have you brought to me? Okay, whatever. Why? Stuart, no! Stuart, why? Stuart, why? No. Okay, I'm putting it in here. I'm gonna call it clavier gavel. So anyways, this is great. It's the auction gavel. Stuart, what have you brought to me has the vibe of a cat owner asking what dead animal has been put at their feet this time. Okay. Wait, where's Clavier Gavel? How do I put him away? Oh, I lost him. Okay, never mind. There he is. Okay. Okay. According to Ms. Hart's testimony, after the victim had been murdered, it seems she suddenly stopped hearing the sound of the gavel during the auction. However, she had been able to hear it up until then. Why was that, you ask? It was because it had been used as the murder weapon and was covered in the victim's blood. Have you considered a crystal gavel? No! Stuart's own. Stop it. It became necessary to dispose of it. Isn't that right? Blaze de best. I'll have a search for the murder weapon performed immediately.
Well, good luck with that, you know. You've got to work hard as you can. You've got to work as hard as you can while you're young, you see.
He's completely confident that we won't find it.
Well then, while the search for the murder weapon continues, I hereby call for a brief recess.
Oh, to be continued. Okay. Oh, that was a good stopping spot, actually. We pretty much hit 3 hours exactly. Oof, but this is so exciting. Oh, but it's so exciting. Oh, it's so exciting, though. Okay, good night, Hannah. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. That was pancakes. Oh, bye. But yeah, I want to continue, but also I want to go to I don't want to go to sleep. I want to play a video game. I'm going to ask a terrible question. How close is this to the ending of the game? Probably too far, right? Probably too far. Okay, well, yes. Anyways, thank you for everyone. Coming. If you want to do it. But it has to be close to the end. It's another cross-examination and a lot of presents. It'll be a while. Okay. We'll save it for next time then. We are not very close. Okay, we'll save it. I just love this game so much, and I love Kay, and I love all the dad moments. I'm gonna go scream in Discord now. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, you haven't yet, and you are 18 or over, then please message me on Instagram or Twitter, or I guess if you can message me on Discord. If you're able to message me on Discord, then ask me for the link and I will send it to you. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for being so much fun. Love you guys. You're always so delightful to talk to. Thank you for welcoming my family. I will see. Okay, so I will see about, because I'm going to visit my family this weekend, but I will see about what is happening with the Saturday stream, because I don't know when they're going to come pick me up on Saturday. And I will see about if I'm able to stream while I'm over there. So I will update everyone on like Twitter and Discord. But yes, thank you for all for coming and enjoying this with me, and for screaming about. Thank you, Clav. I don't know if you guys heard him, and for screaming about Dadworth with me. Do stream on Saturday possibly? Yeah. I will let everyone know, because there's plans that I don't know if will conflict yet. So yes. I hope the pupper is cute as fuck. I will be updating the Discord on the pupper. I will be updating everywhere on the pupper. I won't shut up about the pupper. Anyways, it's a Swiss, what is it? Swiss mountain dog and German Shepherd cross. Are you kidding me? That's so cute. He's gonna get really big. Okay. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you all. Love you guys. See you next time.